What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to show you how to make a old school beat. My voice sounds kind of crazy. My nose is completely stuffed, completely blocked, so you know. So the first thing I did was I got this sample right here. I think I might have adjusted the tempo a bit. As you can see, the BPM is 88 right now, and so I might have adjusted it. I'm not that sure anymore. But anyways, what I did to the sample was I just put some EQ on there, and then I also threw some reverb on there, and altogether it sounded like this. So the next thing I did was I duplicated it and pressed this thing right here, clicked make unique, and after I did that I double clicked on the sample, pressed reverse, and I just put this reverse track down below. And what I did is I would always just play that little part here reverse before the hook started playing, so together with the reverse part it sounds like this. That's all I did with the loop right there. So the next thing I did was I added this little counter melody on top. What I did for that is I went into Electra X and I got this preset right here called From a Distance. And what I did there, all I did was I put some EQ on there and I also put some reverb on there. And after I had that, I went and played this on the MIDI keyboard. And after I'd done it, I pressed Alt Q to quantize it like that. You press accept after you've done that. And then yeah, after I had that, it sounded like this. As you can see, it already kind of matched with that instrument that they already had in the original loop, so that's why it sounded pretty good. And after that, that's all I did for the melody. I went to the drums, and what I did there was I started off with this simple snare right here, no effects on it. The next thing I did was I went and put down these hi-hats right here, and this is how it was sounding like. So after I had that down, I put down the kick right here. Also no effects on that. So after I put that down, I went over and put down this bass right here. What I did for that was I was just following the root notes of the sample. I have a video on that of how you figure that out. I'll leave that in the description below. So yeah, so I put the bass notes down like this. So after I had those things down, the next thing I did was I added this little perk right here. What I put on that was a little bit of reverb, as you can see right here, and together it sounded like this. You can't hear it that well, but it just adds in a little bit, and it just sounds good. And the next thing I did was I added the snare right here. Yeah, as you can see, just like this, and I'll just let that play real quick. So it's kind of like a little drum loop at the end. It just kind of helps together with that snare, and yeah, that just sounded good. And the next thing I did was I added this open hat right here, and as you can see with this one right here, what I did is I took out some of the lows. I also added a little bit of reverb, and I put down these two ghost notes because I made it cut itself every time the snare hits. So it sounds like this. So after I had that, the last thing I actually added was this crash right here to mark every time that the beginning of a verse or a hook. I also added a little bit of reverb on that and some delay as well, as you can see here, and this is how that sounded like. That's all I did for the drums and all that stuff. So after I had done all that, the next thing I did was just the arrangement. What I did there was I just started off with this little intro right here. Like I said before, this little reverse part at the start that just plays every time before the hook plays. And yeah, so then the hook comes in here. Yeah, it's pretty much all the instruments playing. It's just the counter melody that I showed you before. That just always plays during the hook. And after the hook, we have this verse right here. And it just starts off slow. And I'm just cutting some drums in and out all the time. Then the reverse part comes. and then hook again, which is just copied over. And then we have the second verse right here, which is almost the same as the first one, just a few changes. It was almost exactly the same, and there's just the hook right here again, and then that's it. That's the whole beat right there. So that's how you make it pretty much, because this beat has been getting a lot of attention recently, and yeah, it just shows that people like simple beats, nothing too crazy. If you want, you can go check it out in the description below, and tell me what you want to see next or whatever you want to see. You know, check out my main channel, all that stuff, and yeah, peace.